And there's no thumbnail in there, so I'm waiting on the video of us to show up.
Oh, okay.
Which it will in just a second. All right.
Welcome, YouTube.
Good morning, YouTube.
And Facebook. I think we're live on both.
I think we may at the very least change these to 10:30.
It is. It's 10 after the hour.
Whew. It's hard to get here.
All the trying to make the live thing happen. So we'll give everybody just a second to jump on. There we go. Yep, we are live on YouTube.
Nice. Hey, I see us.
Good. I'm hoping. I haven't gotten my notification yet for Facebook. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. Today we're talking about social media marketing. Every Monday is Marketing Monday. Today's topic is, does scheduling your content make or break your engagement? There's been numerous studies that have been done about, you hear it all the time, scheduling using a third party can hurt the algorithm. So there's been numerous studies that have disproved that or have not been able to support that accusation. So we thought that'd be a great topic for today.
Exactly. And since everyone struggles to be everywhere they want to be, right? Because if you're anything like I was when I started my business, I started with my Facebook profile and I created a Facebook page. But then I quickly was like, oh, and I need a Pinterest and I need an Instagram and I needed this and I needed that. And before I knew it, like there was just, I would literally spend 3 or 4 hours a day just trying to come up with content for every site. So it wasn't until I met Julie and she walked me through the scary realm of social media automation.
Which sounds,
and I realized you could cross-pollinate with just a few clicks.
Exactly. Imagine just,
awesome.
Yeah, there's no shortage of dashboards, social media schedulers. There's new things coming up every single day. Canva, so many businesses now create in Canva. You can schedule a post through Canva. Obviously, we have the Social Inclined dashboard that includes content. So that is a great shortcut. So in business, that's what we need. So back in the dino ages, when I started, the advertising mediums were newspaper, radio, TV. You had to pay to play everywhere. Now with social media, and there's so many of them, the currency is time instead of money. And, it's as valuable as money because you're not doing other things in your business. So shortcutting social any way you can and to show up like we show up here live, that is an easier way to do things. You map out 10 minutes to go live and you're not sucked into all of that content creation. So again, with the be everywhere, in our opinion, scheduling definitely does not hurt your engagement. We have plenty of stats to show for all of the people that use our dashboard and our content, which is guided or made exactly for getting engagement. So short answer.
And as Tracy put it so nicely in this comment, nothing is as easy as the Socially Inclined dashboard.
Oh, I'm not looking at Facebook, so I can't see comments today. So anyway.
Okay, so with that, the biggest I guess objection in every business, you get objections. When I started in network marketing, one of the first trainings that I had to go through was like the objection training for, price or product or whatever. So every business has objections, and it's no different with Socially Inclined. And our biggest objection for our biggest product, which is your social plan, is that, that do the social media platforms kind of ding you for using a scheduler? So Julie has already explained it. We've done numerous testings. All of the dashboards have done numerous testings. There's nothing that can back that up. So with all of that out of the way, why is it so helpful, and what makes social media automation such a lifesaver, really, for businesses who are on their own?
For sure.
How does it help? Let's talk about that,
Exactly.
because we know it doesn't hurt.
Yep. Let me start with so our content class that we have live every Tuesday. So, we create an epic piece of content. Okay, it's something that can be repurposed and used in many different ways on many different platforms. Again, creating that takes a little bit of time, but then you've got to do the thing to schedule it all. So, if you're creating a pin to go to Pinterest, and you have to go there and post it, and then you have, you're going to set up 20 tweets for Twitter or Facebook, your group, your page, your profile. All of those things take time to go and hand schedule. So you've done the hardest part, in our opinion, is creating the content, or in mine, maybe not Jess's because she's a pro. But the hardest thing is to come up with the content. Oh my goodness, you need a shortcut on being able to, schedule it. So the schedulers allow you to be able to post to most every network. Ours is Facebook page and group. We have notifications for a profile. We're one of the only ones. Back in 2018, all schedulers, Facebook took away the ability to schedule to a profile, and that is super unfortunate. We understand why. It was due to privacy issues. However, it has really, really hurt things. But we set up so you can still schedule them ahead of time, which is batching, to be able to send you a notification at the time to do that. LinkedIn, page, company, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube for video, if you prefer. What am I leaving out? And then notifications. I'm not sure if there was a major platform I left out, but notifications for any other platform you'd like to get a notification on, whether it be TikTok. Oh, I left out Instagram. That's a big one.
Google.
And Google My Business. That's another big one. So it's Monday. And even in ours, not on a lot of them or every one of them, you can have a different caption for each of those as well, which is a big deal. Another, some people say, like, to put the same thing across all the networks is a no-no. We have a lot of gurus that believe that. I disagree with that. I want to be everywhere that my target market would be. And again, time is money. So to be able to put those out, I really don't think that it is a negative, just because they may not see you, but only in one place. We have this assumption that just because you put out a post to your page and you have 1,000 people that like your page, that they're all going to see it. That couldn't be further from the truth. We've done many, many lives on this topic. Same with the fact of them being on networks. So whether they're there or not, there at the time they happen to see your post. So with that, the be everywhere, to be able to schedule that just sort of levels the playing field. And instead of you having a team to do it, you have a piece of software that's extremely inexpensive.
Exactly. And I'm not sure I've ever seen someone I follow post a piece of content on Instagram, and then I saw that same piece of content on Facebook and thought, wow, they're really lazy.
Right.
Like, and that's just not what happens. And most people, especially from the consumer standpoint, they have their favorite platform. So they probably won't even see that you've put the same content on multiple places. But what they will notice is if you have not been showing up at all, which is something that I've found social media automation has helped with tremendously, because like I said, it's really impossible to keep a presence or to start a presence and to cultivate a presence on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, and LinkedIn all at the same time without using these automation softwares. So
For
another
sure.
reason. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, because you can't be everywhere and you've got to have time to work on your business.
Exactly.
So consistency. So just to exclamation point, that consistency is in remaining consistent and just being everywhere is the number one reason to use social automation.
Exactly. So another reason, because you probably aren't available every single minute of every day at the drop of a hat to post when your audience is mostly online. And that's not a hidden number. If you don't know when your people on your Facebook page, when your people in your Facebook group are on social media, you just need to go into analytics and find out, because it can actually tell you that. And maybe you aren't available at 4 p.m. or, at 7 a.m. You're not available when most of these people are actually on social media. And as we've talked about many, many times, that is the key to getting engagement, is posting when it can get those first few likes, comments, shares, even. That's how you get the initial engagement that helps more than that organic 3% see your content. So that's something that we really lean heavy on, especially as just a few woman show here is Socially Inclined, is to have our posts go out at the prime time using social media automation so that they're more likely to get seen and get that initial engagement so they can be boosted through the algorithm.
Exactly. And then there's probably a plethora, but another reason is that, so we're a fan of batching. Everyone is not, and that's okay. But there are important holidays. There are important, especially if you have, like, if you're a coach and you have live launches, to be able to set some of those things up ahead of time just will reduce the stress of not missing something. It gives you the time to be able to check those things for sure. And then, like, if you just look at holidays, that's one of the things to capitalize on engagement is to capitalize on holidays. So, or seasonal things, the time change, whatever the holiday is. So being relevant with those and timely, people are on social media, they're going to engage in that type of content. So being able to schedule that ahead is amazing.
Exactly. Like, I was going to say, well, this weekend is a holiday, American mostly, or I guess a Christian holiday. But whether you are a Jesus is risen Easter holiday or a Easter bunny Easter holiday, you still probably want to use Sunday to be with your family. But there's no doubt that putting out a happy Easter post, or if a more sentimental one is your style, putting out that content for your people to see will help you with engagement. But you don't have to sacrifice family time to be able to post on the weekends or the holidays. The holiday that's coming up is always on a weekend, but others can be anytime.
Exactly. So all in all, I would say the biggest pro for me is the stress relief of knowing I like to have a plan. I can wing it, but I really prefer to have a plan. There's nothing worse than realizing after the fact, wow, I could have capitalized on that. I could have done something, but planning ahead and having that feeling, it just helps you to make it through the week, and do the things you really need to do in your business rather than scrambling at the last minute of, oh my gosh, I didn't get this post, or what am I going to say? You do better when you have more time to think ahead and really plan something. So stress relief would be the biggest one.
For sure. And not having to carve out that time to actually go hand post these things to different platforms, remember all of these passwords, and then sign on to different, some of them you have to use on your phone. Mm-hmm. You don't have to sign into different apps or anything like that. And that to me is a big time saver as well. So yeah, social media automation can definitely
for the make win. I don't know if Deanne's here, but social media automation for the win.
For sure.
So whether it's our platform or any other platform, if you give it a good 7 to 10 day trial, get ahead of yourself, get ahead of, that last minute fire drill thinking is just hard to sustain. So getting ahead of the schedule. So even though our lives are not, we are, they don't use social automation for that, except for to remind you, we're going to go live, what our topics might be, but planning ahead really takes the stress out of those. So it's the same with automation software.
Julie's all about that stress relief.
Yeah. Cause I think for really and truly for most small businesses are like spinning most of the time. It's like, what do I do next? How do I do this? Well, when social media is checked off the list, like then you can work on other things to grow.
Exactly. And that's where the growth can really happen, is when you figure out how to do both. So, and we can help with that. Like Julie said, it doesn't have to be our platform. Of course, we have your social plan, but taking any shortcuts, using any kind of computer will help free up your time so that you can get back to your business and reach more people.
Exactly. So I encourage you. Yep. We encourage you to at least try it. Schedule a couple days out. Whether you choose a dashboard or not, some of the networks, like obviously Facebook and Instagram are the biggest, and they do support scheduling. So go schedule something. See how it works for you.
Show.
All right. So
all right.
That was Marketing Monday.
Let's make it an amazing week.
Exactly. Thank y'all for joining us live or on replay. If you were on replay, do #replay and drop us a comment.
Oh, yes, Janine. Your social plan does have posts created for you inside. Let me drop that link real quick before
I did. I was going to say we had that dramatic pause there. I was closing, but yeah, sorry. I don't have comments pulled up to be able to see.
I wasn't looking at comments either because I was busy. It's hard to do multiple things at once. Thank you, Charisse. Glad you're here.
Oh, Marcy is on. I'm on YouTube, but I didn't see her message. And she said, shouldn't we put out for both Passover and Easter? Whatever your target market or you celebrate and is near and dear to you, we always stress to definitely use the holidays. So yes, if that's important.
Yeah, it's the most important thing you can do, Marcy, is just be authentic. So if Passover is something that's close to you, that's why I said it seems to be there's 2 different kinds of Easters. So if you're Easter bunny, Easter celebrator, or the religious Easter, that's what is closest to you is what's going to resonate the best with your audience. So you just embrace that. And if you do both, do that as well.
Exactly. And
you Good Friday, all of it.
People post a Good Friday posts, as well, that, and sometimes they're not even though that's the point of Good Friday, it's more casual. So it's going to be whatever works with you, yourself, and your target market.
Exactly. Love it.
All right. So you dropped the link. I didn't hear it. And I guess I should.
I did. So it's in that comment there. So I'm going to put it in here.
Yes. So your social plan, 3 daily posts that are based on our proprietary MVP strategy that will help with engagement. Typically, all of our Marketing Mondays are engagement-based type content. So as far as what we like to talk about. So anyway.
Exactly.
All right. So
thanks, everybody. Don't forget to come join us for content class tomorrow. And then we'll see everyone live on Thursday for another business building topic.
Exactly.